Was that a lawful request?
Yes.
What law am I breaking by being here?
You're filming car parks in this car park.
And what law is that? What law is that breaking?
Trespassing. You need to leave.
And what is trespass a criminal matter? Is it? Is that a criminal offence?
Here's the bottom line. What law is actually being broken here in the UK? Officers can't just walk up, demand your details, or tell you to leave simply because they feel uncomfortable. The law doesn't work on guesses. It works on legal authority. Civil trespass, for example, isn't a criminal matter. It's a civil issue, which means it doesn't automatically give police the right to arrest you. The only time it becomes a police matter is if it escalates to something like aggravated trespass, and this situation isn't anywhere near that. In fact, the officer couldn't even point to a lawful power to justify her actions, yet she still pressed the issue. This is why confidence often seems more powerful than correctness. Knowing your rights and standing your ground can make all the difference. Don't let pressure or confusion make you doubt what the law actually says. My UK Rights Guide breaks everything down in simple terms, so anyone can handle encounters like this calmly and with certainty.
See, it's funny because when you think I'm doing something illegal, you come and accost me, but you were too busy to deal with these sorts of things 2 minutes ago when I reported an officer committing offences.
I can't deal. If an officer has committed an offence, I can't deal with that. It's not on my level. It needs to go to a sergeant or higher up or our PSD.
Well, so why don't you take the details, report it to a sergeant, but you're quite happy to come and accost me, but you can't deal with matters?
In the reception.
I don't want to go into the reception. I'm quite happy here.
If you want to discuss it, if you want someone to discuss it.
I don't want to discuss it. I've discussed it. I walked away after they left. Walked away. We've left it. That's it. She's followed me and accosted me after we've had that discussion in a public area.
This is a private car park.
Right. Yeah, for vehicles. I walked through a footpath that had no signage, nothing, saying no public access. It says no public right-of-way on the road sign for vehicles. A right-of-way applies to roads, not to pedestrian footpaths. There is a pedestrian footpath, no obstructions, no signage. This is a public area. Whether it's private or public property, it's a public...
The auditor's assessment here is completely accurate. There are no warning signs, no staff-only markers, no restricted area boards, and not even a painted boundary line. Under UK law, this setup lets the public reasonably assume they're allowed to pass through. It's known as the implied right of access at a most. It can be considered civil trespass, which is strictly a matter between the property owner and the individual. That's a discussion for solicitors, not a police investigation. This distinction is important because the presence of police often makes people assume a crime has occurred, when legally, nothing criminal has actually taken place.
Difference.
What do you want to do? What do you want to gain?
Be left alone.
Okay.
Who are you two? Sorry, you've come in and joined the conversation. Sorry?
No problem, police officers.
And what's your name and badge number?
89.
89?
Yeah.
DC, PC, DS?
89.
PC, 89. And yourself?
I'm DC 424.
DC 424. And you're both based here? Yeah.
But we're just saying, if you want, we can go over there, but we're just saying this is private property. This is a police car park.
Okay.
It's private property. So if you want to come back over there, by all means, we can go and try and sort out whatever your complaint is, but it's having it in our private property.
Okay.
We're not going to have that. So if you want to come over to the foyer, no problems at all. We can go and have a chat over there.
But the foyer is private property as well.
Yeah, but you can gain access.
I can gain access to this. We've just been through that. We've just been through this. There's nothing for pedestrians. Why not?
Because it's a secure, and it could be, you could pose a security.
Well, it's not secure, is it? If I've just managed to walk in here, it's not secure, is it?
All right.
You say secure, but it's not.
What's your purpose for being on this car park? Because our concern is...
I'm making a video.
It's a security breach that we're concerned about. So we're happy to talk to you, but while you're here, we've got concerns about security breach.
This is where the logic really starts to fall apart. The claim is that the auditor poses a potential security risk. But security under the law isn't based on feelings or guesses. It requires real, provable evidence. If the site were genuinely sensitive, there would be visible barriers, lock gates, secure fencing, key card access, or some form of controlled entry. Instead, there's an open path where anyone can walk in without challenge. That's a failure in planning and executing proper site security, not a reason to confront a member of the public. The responsibility to keep the site secure rests with those in charge, not with civilians who are legally entering an open space.
Do you have a warrant card or an ID card or something? You've given a collar number.
I've told you my code.
Thank you. Yeah, but
Okay.
your plane's closed, so I just want to see your warrant card as well.
So I'm willing to listen to you. We're both willing to listen to you and hear what you have to say. But
No, because you're just going to fob me off with the same stuff that the two PCs have.
Private car
I don't know anything about what's going on.
Okay,
We're just-
so I'll give you a quick synopsis.
Bring it over here, please, because we're not.
If a police, so you're a DC, so you're a ranking officer.
No, we're all the same rank.
same.
You just said DC.
Yeah.
we're all the same.
That's detective constable.
Yeah.
Is that not a higher rank than a police
No, it's
constable? Is it not? Okay, it's just a different area. In that case, then I don't want to talk. Then don't worry. I'll talk to a sergeant if you get me a sergeant.
We've got a sign to say.
It's gated for a reason.
Okay. So you see the no entry signs and that one. Like I said, private property, no public right of way. As we discussed, what right of way is not public access. A right of way is relevant to roads. That's what a right of way is. Is a public right of way is a public road that people can access with a vehicle. As you can tell, I'm not in a vehicle.
Private car park.
I'm not in a vehicle. If it's secure, right? So as you can see there.
I'm not going through it all with you.
Well-
'Cause you're going to try and do the whole. Oh, I know this legislation. I know that. I'm not really that fussed. I've just asked you to leave politely.
And I've declined. Yeah.
I just don't really see the point in you being here. Like I don't know.
Well, I don't see the point in you being here either. But there we go.
Right, this is my job.
It's my job. I'm at work.
It's my working place.
Yeah, it's my place. This is my place of work right now as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. See, sensible. The most sensible person so far. You a sergeant?
I am for my
Thank you. Finally. Right. Okay. Well, we'll move away from the PCs because.
Are we already standing over there so the cars can move around?
Oh well, the cars can move around. I mean, where's the car going to move? Here. It's fine. We've got plenty of room.
Just asking if we stand
We've got
over
plenty of room. I just want to move away from the PCs, to be honest. I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to them. So if you can come with me and if you want to talk to me away from the others, that's fine.
What I'm saying, sir, is there's operational police vehicles just moving here.
That's fine. I'm quite conscious of the road. I've managed this
have a conversation with you, but can we just do it there?
I've managed this many years.
I'll tell you what, after we finish talking, you want to stand back here for a second, we can. Can we just talk over there?
I'll tell you what.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
We can talk on the path here.
My name's Pete, what's your name?
Pete.
Yes.
And your collar number, Pete?
My name's DS1446, Pete McGill.
DS 1446.
Yes.
Enter Detective Sergeant Pete McGill, and the whole atmosphere changes immediately. This is measured, professional policing in action. McGill listens carefully, considers the facts, and even points out the unclear signage. He explains where civil matters end and criminal jurisdiction begins, making the distinction completely clear. His calm tone, precise words, and respectful approach diffuse tension without anyone feeling undermined. This isn't about giving up authority. It's about using it wisely. McGill understands that unnecessary escalation can cause more problems than it solves. In just one conversation, his professionalism restores public confidence and shows how effective law enforcement should operate.
Literally arrived and witnessed a police constable straight away. First thing, as soon as I get here, parked on the roundabout,
Right.
on the double yellows,
Yeah.
engine on, idling, on his mobile phone.
Right.
So I go and approach.
Yeah.
He winds his window. So I ask him quite bluntly. I say, "Afternoon. Is there a reason you're parked on double yellows with your engine on your mobile phone?"
Yeah.
He says, "I'm doing work. I'm waiting for a prisoner to come out." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Are you on the phone to emergency services?
Yeah.
Are you paying at a drive-through?"
Okay.
No, he just rolls his window up.
Right, okay, so you're saying you've seen an officer there, they've been sat there,
Yep.
idling it, right?
Yeah, so idling's an offence.
Yeah.
Idling your vehicle. Being on your phone with the engine on, unless you're on the phone to 999,
Yeah.
or paying at a drive-through. Those are the exceptions to the new legislation.
Yeah.
Both offences.
Notice McGill's approach. No interruptions, no jumping to conclusions. The auditor documents events exactly as they happen, including small but important breaches of conduct, like vehicles idling where they shouldn't or officers using phones behind the wheel. These are easy to overlook if no one is paying attention. That's the real value of an audit. It's not about creating drama. It's about visibility and accountability. Even minor mistakes matter when officers are expected to model the law they enforce. Careful observation ensures that no detail quietly slips into background and helps maintain public trust in the system.
Did you introduce yourself?
I didn't know, and I'm not. No.
What name would you like me to refer to you as? You don't have to give me a name at all, but
You can call me Sir or Power. You can call me Power. Yeah.
Power?
Yeah. Let's go with power. Yeah.
I'll go with Sir, because power just I mean, that's what,
I didn't think you'd like it. That's why I said it. That's why I gave it as an option. I didn't think you would.
Mr. Power, does that sound right to you?
Mr. Power, that'd
Go
be
with Mr.
Nah,
Power.
nah, my ego's not that big. Don't worry.
Well, you've got yourself power, you can have a little one. Right, okay. Basically, mate, you are absolutely entitled to film any vehicles you want around here.
Yep.
Not a problem. You have, if officers want to speak to officers, that's not an issue.
Yep.
The other thing I'd say is this area
Yep.
of the car is a private car park.
It is.
Work.
Yep.
So if you wanted to literally step on that pavement there and film my officers, film the cars,
Yeah.
there's not an issue
Okay.
whatsoever.
So
completely
yeah, that's fine. I
respect your
appreciate
right
that.
to do
I appreciate
not a
that.
problem.
So the discussion I was trying to have with them, or
Yes.
trying to tell them, right? So they're saying it's secure, it's restricted. You got the gates and all of that. I said, and that sign up there says private property, no public right of way. A right of way is a public road,
Yes.
right? It's not a public pavement. A right of way is
This is a private.
yes, okay,
premises.
but I'm getting to that bit. Okay, bear with me. So yes, it's private, but in a private premises, you can
Yeah.
still have a public area. A public area does not define whether it's public
This
property or
isn't
not.
a public area.
Okay, so
but you're
as
wanting to check.
no, so as I've walked up towards the reception area, and then I've literally walked through here.
Yeah.
No signage for pedestrians saying private property, no public access.
You know what?
That would be the
Completely
key.
agree with you. Yeah.
All right. So yes, it is private property. Until I was asked to leave,
Yeah.
it's publicly accessible. It's still public area. It's still a public area. It's still publicly accessible. The only thing is, you have the right to repeal repeal that implied right of access.
Yes, and you know what? Don't disagree with anything you've just said there, Mr.
Yeah.
Powell. Not a problem.
There
I
we go.
agree the signage should be better here.
Yeah.
But equally, you're here to do an audit. I'm guessing that's your role.
Well done.
To do that, yes. It's not my first time on the road.
McGill doesn't posture or argue. He acknowledges that the signage could be clearer and treats the auditor's presence as legitimate. The way he handles the situation, listening, evaluating, and responding calmly without provocation, demonstrates the kind of discretion that prevents conflicts from escalating that's understated, but incredibly effective. A single professional interaction like this can undo hours of negative perception created by earlier missteps. It's a reminder of how powerful calm, measured behavior can be. Other officers could learn a lot from this approach.
Know what you can and can't do.
Yep.
I've got no absolute issue. Anything you've described so far,
Yep.
I don't have a problem with. In terms of the officer, and if you've had an issue, if you filmed something, if you do want to make a complaint about that,
I don't want to go through online. I was told a sergeant could deal with it. I've got his collar number, I've got his name. I want to report that to you now. If you want to take down his details, then you can deal with it.
Right, we can have a chat about whatever's happened there. But in terms of, you've raised a few things, haven't you? So right now, that implied consent of a sign is removed. So are we okay just standing over here now that that's been removed so we can talk?
No, I'm still going to stay here.
Okay, but what? But I'm trying to be courteous to you.
I know, and I appreciate that, and that's why
want
I'm not
to help
being
take-
as belligerent with you. But I am going to stand
And I
firm
guess
on where I stand, on where I am standing, literally.
But I don't understand why, if we've just covered that it's private premises and that implied right has been removed.
Yeah.
Because I agree, it isn't enough signage.
Yeah.
So
Because
can you help me understand that rationale?
Because at the end of the day, they were. Not a gentleman, I've not met him yet,
Yeah.
but the ladies were so belligerent about it, and the fact that I absolutely couldn't be here and absolutely was doing something wrong, especially the blonde officer. So I tried to raise the incident with the guy parked in his marked vehicle and doing all of that. Tried to raise it with her, was not interested, not her business, because she's a response officer.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I come on here, she's got time to deal with that, but she can't deal with that.
So
You see what I mean? That seems like a favourability towards another police officer, the thick blue wall as we call it, standing behind the thin blue line,
Okay,
and not holding up her. No, I'm not saying you are, but she's not holding up her oath. Neither was the other gentleman I spoke to.
Yeah.
But she's got plenty of time to come and deal with this apparently, but she doesn't have time to deal with
What I
that.
can say is, if anyone has in any way talked to you and you felt it wasn't being courteous, I can only apologise for that, because ideally we don't want to have that kind of discourse. But
It's
you
not
can-
even about the courtesy.
You're a switched on bloke.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you do with these audits. You understand that they're going to provoke a reaction in terms of a security response. That's going to happen, isn't it?
Not always. I've been to plenty of places, plenty of police stations, headquarters, where they just leave me to it.
Okay, but I'd imagine they would have spoke to you at some. They would have
No.
said hello. They didn't say anything to
No.
you. Okay, well that might be because they didn't notice. Generally speaking,
No,
if someone-
they see me. They might give a
we had
wave,
people
but
in a police station car park going around different cars, we'd usually stop to say, just as I've done with you,
Yeah.
I'm not demanding your details. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
give me them, as you bloody well know. Not trying to make your life in any way difficult. And in fact, I want to help enable you to do your audit and what you want to do. But as you've just explained, once that right has been revoked for the
Sure.
private premises,
Sure.
it's been revoked.
Right.
So the fact that you have been treated poorly, or you feel like someone's been rude to you, that doesn't change the fact that
no,
that's
it
been
doesn't.
revoked, does it? And you
It doesn't.
appreciate
It
that.
doesn't. But Once it's been revoked,
Yes.
it becomes an issue of civil trespass, doesn't it? And you knew I was coming with it. You knew I was coming with
You
it.
don't need to go down this. I'm trying to talk from a practical point of view.
I know you're
It's
talking
it's an
practically.
operational
I know
police
you're
car
talking
park, and we're
practically.
stood in a disabled bay.
I like to talk lawfully.
Yes.
Okay, so lawfully, I'm not committing any offences. You know, I know you haven't. I have, and you've requested that I leave,
Yeah.
and I'm going to politely decline. I'm not going to be rude about it because you may see it as rude that I'm declining in the first place, but I'm not going to be overly belligerent about it. I'm just going to say
What today showed is simple but important. Competent policing makes a real difference. It also highlights why audits shouldn't be seen as nuisances. They serve as important checks that protect both the public and law enforcement. Small oversights, like a missing sign or a brief lapse in attention, can quickly become bigger issues if no one is paying attention. MY Know Your Rights guide isn't just for auditors, and it isn't only for confrontations. It's for anyone who values clarity over confusion and facts over assumptions. Knowledge and respect go hand in hand. They aren't at odds. Stay informed. Use that knowledge wisely, and you'll be able to navigate these situations with confidence and calm.